Mic check, 1, 2, 3, check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A pleasant good morning, everybody, and welcome inside the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. And what a absolute pleasure and privilege it is to be calling games from the Dunk, of course, the home of the Providence Bruins and the Providence Fire's men's college basketball team. Just a real delight to be able to be here for this one today. And of course, this is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Who are we tracking? It's the guys in purple who are warming up right now. And those are the Canalmen of Bourne High School. They are taking on the Dartmouth Indians here today. And there's already a lot of people here at the Dunk to watch this one. So expecting this to be a loud and boisterous event. You may not be able to make that determination. Yeah, you see a lot of seats. This place holds 10,000, but plenty of folks you'll notice here on the near side who have come here to Providence on this Sunday morning to watch this one. Well, what is going on with Bourne? Let's take a look at their record as they continue to try and close out this regular season and maybe get a playoff win with a record of 6-10-1 at the current moment. So they have still got some work to do if they want to be a dance participant in the Section 3 South. That's where Dartmouth is as well, and they lead this Section 3 South right now with a record of 15-1-1. What a season this team is having, playing out of the Southeast Conference, where they are 2-1-1. Bourne, of course, in the South Coast Conference with that conference record of 5-5-1. So this is a big one for Bourne today. Guys in purple. Now, as we get down to the end of the schedule, they're about to announce the starting lineups. Bourne is down to its last 3 games, so they may have already run out of room for a postseason competition this season, but this is still a big game against Dartmouth, team that they knocked out in the playoffs last season, and maybe looking to give them a bump on the road for this one here today. And I'll turn things over as we'll have some pregame announcements and festivities here, and then we'll have play-by-play of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dunkin' Donuts Center for this morning's Providence Bruins Youth Hockey Game presented by Papagino between Dartmouth High School and Bourne High School. Today's game is brought to you by Papagino, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island, and Squad Locker. And now let's meet today's star players brought to you by Squad Locker. Sitting on the home bench wearing white, Dartmouth High School. At forward, number 5, Angelo Nicolosi. At forward, number 19, Peyton Allen. At forward, number 39, Reed Martin. On defense, number 6, Josh Nelson. On defense, number 16, Luke Sylvia. And in goal, number 31, J.P. Kearney. Sitting on the visitors bench, wearing purple, Bourne High School. At forward, number 11, Morgan Hopwood. At forward, number 21, Karsten Becker. At forward, number 15, Andrew Ariagno. On defense, number 8, Owen Lepworth. On defense, number 9, Alex Duval. And in goal, number 30, Kyle McGuire. At this time, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America and singing our national anthem today, Gabriella Reardon from Dartmouth, Massachusetts.
Okay, the starting lineups have been announced. The national anthem has been played, and from a primo spot, we get to call this one here today. Again, the most recent history from these two teams. Bourne had the number of Dartmouth last season. And then in the MIAA, number 4 ranked Bourne in the Division III South over 12th seeded Dartmouth. Canalman won that game 2-1, where they went on and ultimately weren't able to finish. Bourne with the championship history. Dartmouth still looking for its first, and maybe this is going to be the year for them. As I mentioned, they've had a terrific season. Now Dartmouth here in this past season has gotten some revenge, as they did beat Bourne in the annual Canalman Classic. You heard the starting goaltenders, but we'll tell you again, Kyle McGuire for Bourne. And for Dartmouth, it's J.P. Kenny. So we're just a little bit off the red line. We're there, but the camera folk up a little higher needed a clear shot. So myself and the Dartmouth television broadcaster, I don't know where, I'm not sure where he went. He's somewhere around here, but they said, can you move over a little bit to the blue line? I said, yeah, absolutely. This is not the worst angle I've certainly had. And I think this is a pretty good height. I don't know what you think. You can certainly tell which one's Bourne out there with the all-purple jerseys and pants and the white helmets. Dartmouth, the home team here in this one. They've got the black pants with the green trim and the green, I think, the green helmets. Puck in the Bourne zone. And now this is going to be skated out by Bourne's Mac Lennon. And it's going to be Owen Surrett getting it deep into the Dartmouth zone. Sam Caniff for Dartmouth will play it along to the near half wall of the Dartmouth end, and that's now going to be the Indians, as that is their nickname, getting it out of their zone and now into the Bourne part of the ice. Surratt will play it ahead, goes off the teammate's stick. Sorry, Glennon. That was Matt Glennon, number 17. And this is Glennon all by himself. He's going to hammer one in! Matt Glennon, why not? Long distance shot gets through J.P. Kenny. It's 1-0 Bourne. You'll hear it as long as you watch hockey. It's never a bad idea to put pucks on the net. Advice taken, Matt Glennon. And our first goal comes just 2 minutes and change into the first period. Good start for the Canalmen. What a good sliding effort there from Joey Pacheco, and ready for it was Kyle McGuire. Now John Gamache plays it back towards the line where it's let go by Josh Nelson, and then further played down low after that. Sits there on the goal line within reach of McGuire, but then taken away by the teammate who's able to clear for the Canalmen. That's Karsten Becker. Now played back into the Bourne zone. And one man on this for Dartmouth, but he was contested. That was Peyton Allen. Then it's going to be high in the air from Becker, kept in the zone by Dartmouth. Just about a half-hour drive for Dartmouth, folks, I would say, without quickly looking at the Google Maps. Bourne, this is just about an hour drive for them from Gallo Arena anyway. Maybe a little bit less. Take Route 25, and then you, at the 495, 195 split, you take 195, and that will take you right to Providence. And let me just mention, if I already haven't, I don't think I have, what a great opportunity this is for me. I don't have much talking about myself. I only live about 10 minutes from here, so that's good. And this also from the line, good neutralization there from the Bourne defender on the shot that was just taken a moment ago. Now Dartmouth's going to send it back in. The Indians are getting new players out onto the ice. And it'll be hard off the end boards. Grabbed near side, played along by Alex Duval, and out the center where Dartmouth is going to put it back into Bourne ice, and this is going to be called icing on Dartmouth. And so this is the norm at the Dunkin' Donuts Center on certain days of the weekend. They say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or just I'm trying to remember now. But on games when they have the Providence Bruins, they also, when they have this ice set up for the AHL games, they get their money's worth as far as getting other games on at this arena. So that's what we have here today. This is intended as a centering pass. It's going to go all the way out to the left point. Hammer time, and it goes wide from Josh Nelson with the screen in front. Now this player for Dartmouth carrying it was J.C. Freites. Bourne gets it back onto the stick of Alex McCarthy and played around to the far side, not very far before the Dartmouth player is able to control in tight with players on and was able to get the shot off. The save was made by McGuire on that offering from Damian Medeiros. Now Dartmouth's right back in, and that shot's right on, and McGuire makes a save on the shot from Luke Sylvia. .9:45 remaining in the first period. Nice movement as far as the pace of this first period goes. Dartmouth goes down early on the goal from Bourne's Matt Glennon. This is played out to the point, and point-to-point pass. McGuire, the good glove save on that hard shot that came in from Cullen Larrabee. Bourne having trouble getting it out of its own zone. I have no table or anything here today, so I gotta bend down, pick up the computer. Takes a little bit longer. I gotta make sure the microphone doesn't fly off. But I want to tell you about the leading goal scorers for Dartmouth. Checking the corner near side. Hit from Alex Duvall, applied on Luke Kenneth. Now it's Angelo Nicolosi. He's down low, he's checked. Able to get it out in front. McGuire, the shot from Peyton Allen in the slot was true. Right on goal. Kyle McGuire sharp in this first period. Shot from the point was blocked as we had this announcement trying to split the D there. Unsuccessfully was Michael Russo, and then sent in from the blue line by Mac Lennon. And deep in the Dartmouth zone, and Bourne hasn't spent a lot of time in the offensive zone since they scored the goal, but they've gotten steady goaltending from McGuire since. Loose puck, played along by Owen Surrett deeper into Dartmouth ice. Now this cross-ice pass works nicely on here now for Reed Martin. Martin will eventually work to have this pass turned on, and now from the half wall, with the redirection play in front, and there was Martin trying to finish on that puck that came in from Peyton Allen. And played out of his own zone by Connor McGuire, and then offered into Dartmouth ice by Mac Lennon, who's got a long skate to the bench for the change. Now this Dartmouth Indian player overskates it was Luke Sylvia. That's going to make this a bit more difficult for Dartmouth to clear. But getting the job done just across the line there from the stick of Nick Howarth. And now this is dashed away from Howarth as he tried to pursue near side of the Bourne zone. It is spun in literally by Karsten Becker. He spun himself. Dartmouth's going to look to get it right back out. And this pass is offside by a little bit. Let's see, through 12 games played, the leading goal scorer for Dartmouth appears to be Peyton Allen with 11 goals. Haven't heard him on the ice tonight. We have this morning ever J.C. Freights with 10 goals. And the leading point getter is Angelo Nicolosi, if these are partial or complete stats, with 25 points. So those are definitely names to watch out for Dartmouth. McGuire makes the good pad save on the shot that comes in from Sam Caniff. Surprised that got through with the traffic there, but it did. And now this is going to be a shot that goes just a little bit wide from Owen Lapworth. Sits there on the kick plate right to the right of the Dartmouth bench. Now this one Dartmouth player is going to test his man unsuccessfully there. J.C. Freights was skated out, and then getting the hit was Alex Duvall from Joey Pacheco. Now the shot's going to be on. McGuire makes the save on that hard wrister from Luke Sylvia. Puck comes out in front, goes to the near sideboards of the Bourne zone, and getting the clear here, and this is going to be icing on the clear down from Alex Duvall. .544 remaining in the first period. Dartmouth pressing for a goal. They've gotten stymied so far by the good goaltending of McGuire. Almost with the chance to go ahead there was Glennon. He's got one goal. And now this is back to the stick of Glennon, just trying to get it through the players just to shoot it ahead, and it didn't really work out there. Dartmouth trying to advance through the Bourne zone. Had some trouble there, and they'll regroup through center. This goes to the stick of Reed Martin. Martin slips on by, gets a little bit of a hook. And that's not called. The referee not that far from the action, but we play on to our last 5 minutes of the first period. And is this going to be icing? No. They wave it off. The goaltender was coming out. I don't know if icing was coming, but if it was negated by Kenny coming out. Slow-moving puck into the Bourne zone, smashed off the boards by Connor McGuire and down into the Dartmouth zone. This is going to be line change time for Bourne. And offered into the Bourne zone by J.C. Freights. Grabbed at his own goal line and flung out of there by Alex Duvall. And once again, no icing here, as may not have had the steam anyway, but once again, Kenny coming out. Goaltender for Dartmouth. Quiet goings here for a few minutes of game time now. Waiting for something to happen here, and it's been a little bit since Dartmouth had a good chance. This will be caught by Owen Lapworth, and off the teammate's stick, Andrew Ariagno, down to the Dartmouth zone. This is just about at red line, but we're going to be on the Dartmouth shoots twice end here for the first and third periods. As it has been the case so many times at Gallo Arena this season. Going to get a good look at Kyle McGuire. I think he started every game I've been on for Bourne this season. He's been very good. When the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week is on, this is going to be cleared. And they are going to call this icing. And that is going to give me a chance to tell you our sponsor for this game is Cape Cod's Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor. 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Your source for carpet, luxury, vinyl, hardwood, tile, laminate, and more. Visit Carpet Barn, carpet1falmouth.com for more details, or call 508-296-8189. Faceoff was in the Bourne zone. Good spin behind from Colin Larrabee. Larrabee's going to pass it out to the point. And then sent back down low. Checking to make sure. I'm starting to get the sixth sense about when I miss penalties sometimes. I thought maybe I had missed one. No, we're still playing 5-on-5. We haven't had any penalties. Thought maybe we were going to get one a little bit ago. But so far, everybody stayed out of the box. Shot. Larrabee. Save. McGuire. Colin with the glove. 2:51 remaining in the first period. It is the Providence Bruins against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers this afternoon, part of a weekend home-and-home series. They were in Bridgeport, Connecticut on Saturday. This is going to be escape time for Matt Glenn. He's going to hammer one well wide of the net. But this is works as his own entry for Bourne. Oh, now the goaltender, Kenny, fell as the puck was being played by a Bourne stick, but it stayed wide of the net. And then there's a hard slapper from Matt Glennon, who almost vexed Kenny again. Kenny may have gotten a piece of that and wound up going over the crossbar. Now this is a zone entry for Dartmouth. McGuire makes the save. There was the puck coming up there after it was shot on by Angelo Nicolosi, but the man in support in the slot couldn't bat it home. Here comes a shot. Good neutralization there. 19 shot it there for Dartmouth. Peyton Allen. A 21 for Bourne. Karsten Becker got the stick on it. Here's Dartmouth again. Tip. Great play. There's, wow, what a shot. And the deflection, Luke Sylvia and then Angelo Nicolosi, but ready with it. It being the glove was the Bourne goaltender. Kyle McGuire, he's watching as there's a man that's going to try and shoot it in tight. He couldn't. Great defense, Angelo Nicolosi again there, but Connor McGuire got the job done. And now this is iced. Good action for Bourne on defense. They are holding Dartmouth at bay here. This punk's out in front of the Bourne net, and Knauman are going to get it out. And it's going to be dumped in by Morgan Hopwood. Dartmouth, they're going to clear right away. Given the space is J.C. Freites. And Freites is just going to send it deep. And that's going to work as a really sharp angle shot that winds up going off the base of the post there from Damian Medeiros. Bourne gets it out of its zone. Down the offensive end. Dartmouth's going to recover in their defensive zone, and going back behind his own net was Damian Medeiros, and then coming out and turning onto the forehand and sending it down. This goes off of the stick of J.C. Freites, but on the wrong side of the red line. And so with 21.2 seconds left in the period, the icing call, and the face-off back down in the Bourne offensive zone. Great period for Bourne. They get the goal to go ahead, and since then, great goaltending and holding down the chances for Dartmouth. They've been good chances. Kyle McGuire has been stellar in net, and he's gotten a little defensive help as well. Now waiting one more chance here for Dartmouth. They can close things out here on a good note, but another good read there on the pass, and this is going to turn into offense for Bourne. It's going to be a long shot that won't go quite for Michael Russo, but Bourne's defense once again comes up large here in the later stages of the first period. They broke up a pass there that could have gone for a great chance on goal, but it is a 1-0 lead for Bourne after one period of play. Bourne leads Dartmouth on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live from Providence, Rhode Island. And I'll take a break and come back. Sorry, I thought we were resurfacing the ice there, guys. All right, we're still playing. Maybe we'll resurface the ice between period 2 and 3. Let's let me get my bearings here. Bourne and Dartmouth still. It's a 1-0 lead for Bourne. They only had one shot on goal in that first period, and that was the goal that the shot that went in. So the shots on goal currently, it's just the one here for Dartmouth here in the second period. So they had an 11-1 shot lead after one period of play. It's going to be a backhander from this Dartmouth player, Sam Caniff. That one stays out. And that's got to really burn Dartmouth. Shot. John Gamache, save made by Kyle McGuire. You only give up the one shot on goal in the period, and it's the one that goes in. It's the only goal that's been scored here. And then on the other end here, look at the lopsidedness of the shots on goal. 13-1 now in Dartmouth. They got to feel like something's going to go in at some point here if they spend the rest of this game the way things are going. So far, nothing to show for it. Luke Caniff couldn't quite clear it first. Then second time, yes, was able to walk it out. But there's a player right there for Bourne. That's Morgan Hopwood, who was not giving up an inch and sent back deep into the Dartmouth zone. Now this is a turnover, and it's going to be a Morgan Hopwood shot on the pass from Owen Lapworth. Great setup there, and a save was made by J.P. Kenny, who finally makes his first save of this game. This is going to be elevated out by Angelo Nicolosi. A good move from Nicolosi. Nicolosi going to get to the forehand. He scores! Pikachu, Angelo Nicolosi. What a shot! Heck of a shot by Nicolosi. Nothing to be ashamed of. If you are Kyle McGuire, I mean, you're still pitching.
Dartmouth goal scored by number 5.
Some sort of shutout.
Assisted by number 12, Jared Souza.
If you only count the more reasonable shots on goal from Dartmouth, McGuire certainly stopped everything in reason. I don't know how many times to repeat that one. How many times we would have gotten that tremendous wrister went up high from Nicolosi. Oh, and there's a big hit from 16 for Dartmouth on Matt Glennon. That was Luke Sylvia. Large check just applied there, and this is offside on Dartmouth. This game's now tied at 1. Nicolosi's just going to send it wide of the Bourne net. Nicolosi wanted to give it back to the man at the line, but that was taken by Michael Russo for Bourne. And taken right back, here's Nicolosi. Look out, and Nicolosi just slings it wide of the net. I think Nicolosi might have another one in him. It'll come out for a man who's got to step into the circle for that slapper, Sam Caniff. And reaching out for that one with the glove was Kyle McGuire. It's a little weird being, I go from yesterday, I went to the island of Nantucket, did the Martha's Vineyard Nantucket game. That place, you couldn't hear yourself think. Small, intimate barn. And you come to 10,000 seat Dunkin' Donuts Center, and I can hear myself think. It's weird. my thoughts are nothing to write home about. So wide of the net from Karsten Becker. 1-1 the score. Nicolosi has tied this game for Bourne, for Dartmouth. Versus the Bourne Canalmen. Dartmouth, well on its way, playing in the MIAA. They're not going to have to deal with Bourne this season. And with their record, you think that they might do something special. We'll see. Postseason just weeks away. Look at this move, and another from Surratt, or for Lapworth rather, and finally getting involved there was the goaltender Kenny, before Morgan Hopwood could get involved as well. And now it's offside at the Dartmouth blue line. Neutral zone draw, 9:53 remaining in the second period. We've played the first 5 minutes of this one. MIAA High School in Rhode Island. That's going to be a jam job, unsuccessful from Reed Martin. Puck still in the Bourne zone. This is going to go back for the clear out by Connor McGuire and sent back in. McGuire again. Was able to bang that as far as his own blue line. Now McGuire's going to try again. This one is going to go into the Dartmouth bench. I offered the apology to Sandwich High School. I got to do it for you folks for Bourne as well. For the Canal Cup not getting on the air last Saturday. I felt super bad about that. And I'm going to work to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. There's supposed to be the option, as I've already explained, to try and keep this brief. Technical difficulties. And this is going to be a backhander that just misses from Colin Larrabee. Couldn't get the tape delay is basically the long and short of it. That's supposed to be an option. I'm trying to make sure that is an option in the future event, as of course that Canal Cup was just so well attended. What an atmosphere. You certainly saw enough videos of it to know what a great atmosphere. Year after year, the Canal Cup is just such a special, special thing for this Bourne high school hockey team to be able to be a part of. Now this is going to be escaped into the Bourne zone, but now a loose puck. Bourne's going to try and get this out almost with a 2-on-1, but unable to reach for that one there was Karsten Becker. Instead for Dartmouth, this is Jared Souza, sends it out in front. No connection immediate. Now the Canalmen, they can clear. It's going to be punched along by Michael Russo, but this is going to be controlled in his own zone by Josh Nelson, but then had trouble with some pressure there from Bourne's Karsten Becker. And then shoving his man, Andrew Ariagno was pushed there just a moment ago by Josh Nelson. Meanwhile, now this puck is in the Bourne zone, and shot just missing. And it's tracked along the near side after that offering came in from Reed Martin. Now it's going to go back down to the Bourne zone into, beg your pardon, the Dartmouth end with 7.5 minutes to go here in the second period. It is tied at 1. The only goal in this period coming from Dartmouth. Now this is going to be skied out by Dartmouth's Peyton Allen. And sits there in the official's skates. He's trying to get out of the way. And Bourne will just push it into Dartmouth ice, and no pressure here, so Dartmouth's going to go right back the other way. And the pass on the wing, and the backdoor man there, almost able to grab that from J.C. Freitz, that intended pass for Damian Medeiros. Still great action here at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week between Bourne and Dartmouth. It's been a good one. Big hit from the Bourne player. The Canalmen are going to get this through center. Trying to just run on through there was Connor McGuire. No. Now loose puck right in front of the Dartmouth bench. Loose again and hammered by Connor McGuire. Almost a home run pass for Owen Surrett. And now this is icing on Bourne. 6:11 remaining in this second period. I want to tell you our sponsorship for this game. It includes and is only here for today, Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor. 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Exclusive carpet brands including Bigelow Stainmaster, Lee's, Tigressa, Resista, Innovia, Extreme Clean, Invincible, Rustic River, Hydrotech, Bell Terra Tile, Laminate for Life, and Voyager Exotic Floors.
Right now, please enjoy the current game between Dartmouth High School and Bourne High School. Your game will begin shortly. Thank you.
Oh, and this is a breakdown. Dartmouth almost able to make him pay. Right there with the chance, Sam Caniff. And Kyle McGuire comes up with another one. Shots 17-4 in favor of Bourne High School. Face-off win for Dartmouth. Man trying to drag it in the slot, had some trouble there, was Martin. Now jam play in tight, net comes off and the whistle blows. Another face-off win for Dartmouth. McGuire, no problem. Nicolosi shot. Another face-off win for the Indians. Dartmouth's going to figure this out to keep it possessed. Little drop. And there's Martin. He gets hit. Puck changing possessions like crazy. And now this Dartmouth player has it. Sharp angle shot that comes in hard from Peyton Allen. Stays out. McGuire making the save. There's a shot that's going to go perfectly as a pass. Wow, that first shot from Josh Nelson that went off the Bourne player's skate right to JC Freights. And McGuire was ready for it, and this is icing on Bourne High School. That is not how they drew that one up, I don't think. The old slap it off the guy's skates and right to the pass. But it still looked good. Four minutes and change remaining in the second. McGuire's got another one. Shot that came in from the point there and was now the 20th save McGuire has made. Was just made actually now. He's up to 20. And another one. Dartmouth is winning the faceoffs in droves here. It's almost automatic. They've won this one. Now this man's still with it. He's finally going to dish it. That's Freights to the left side for Paul Duarte. He's going to give it down low, and a couple 9s come together. The check from Alex Duval on Nick Howarth. Now chasing this with pressure coming is Alex Duval. Duval makes the move and then got some help. And then it's played along. This is gonna be man chasing here for Bourne Mac Lennon. It's gonna go around to the near side, and Dartmouth is able to get it out to neutral. Now grabbed at his own line and turned along by Alex Duval. Oh man, what a hit. Karsten Becker got shouldered by Luke Sylvia in open ice. Played from the near half wall by Colin Larrabee. Now it's Morgan Hopwood for Bourne. Gives and gets. Morgan Hopwood able to start through center. He'll flip it. That's the wrong side of the red line, so this is likely, and yes, icing on Bourne High School. I hope we have ice resurfacing between the second and third periods. My vocal cords could use a rest, and maybe some hot beverage. See what the concession stands look like. Face-off win for Dartmouth. That one sounded like it caught metal from Sam Caniff. And this is Sam Caniff. 2 Caniffs on this team. Offers it into the slot. Kept alive from the point by Kyle Charbonneau. New name we've not called yet here for Dartmouth. And now this is going to be cleared down into Dartmouth ice. And this will be skied and look out. And almost getting a... That was the one coach on the bench from Peyton Allen's clear. And so Dartmouth's going to have to take a defensive zone draw, I would imagine here. The one official's going to skate down. And Dartmouth wins the face-off in their own zone. Now this is out to center. It's going to be skated ahead by Joey Pacheco. He's going to try and escape through and not quite able to do so. Pacheco is the first one on this, and he tries just a little dust off there for John Gamache. We're getting new names here for this Dartmouth team that we haven't called, that are making their presences known here in the second period. From the blue line, backhanded deep by Colin Larrabee. Less than 100 seconds to go in the second period. This will be gotten out to center, and this is caught in neutral and played along into Bourne ice from Luke Caniff. Shot goes off the glass, and McGuire makes a great save on the follow-up chance. Wow, from Colin Larrabee. Kyle McGuire, spot on Bud. .120 remaining in the second period. Kyle McGuire, his best save of the game. Still 1-1. Don't tell these players this game might not necessarily mean anything as far as what's at stake. They're still out there and they're playing their hearts out and trying to go top cheese, short side. Damian Medeiros, no. Less than a minute to go in the second. Whistle wide by Nick Howarth. Now, this is Andrew Ariagno. Plays it in front. Morgan Hopwood was well defended. It's going to bounce to the near side and cleared by Damian Medeiros. And played from one blue line to the other with less than a half minute to go now in the period. Dartmouth's getting new personnel out. There's a Bourne player who's slow to get up. Didn't see what happened there. That's, I believe, Hopwood. And a shot from the Dartmouth player was blocked, cleared out to center by Bourne. That might do it here for this period. 5 seconds left. Decision time here for the Dartmouth goaltender, who's going to let his man get it and clear, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Kyle McGuire, a great save to close things out here in the second. And we are going to get a break here for this hockey game. A little resurface the ice. So we'll take the break. It is 1-1, Bourne versus Dartmouth. Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Live from Providence, Rhode Island. BRB. Welcome back, everybody, to the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. This is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. On Twitch via Twitter, it's Bourne High School taking on Dartmouth here on this Sunday morning affair. Is it still morning time? Yeah, it sure is. It's 11:18 a.m. This game got underway a little bit after 10. It's 1-1 after 2 periods of play. Bourne got the early goal to go ahead from Mac Glennon, and so it was Dartmouth responding with a goal from Angelo Nicolosi. The shots are very lopsided, 24-4 in favor of Dartmouth. Kyle McGuire has made a bunch of good saves, and he might be called upon to make a few more here before this one comes to a conclusion, and might be necessary if Bourne is to get something out of this. Glove down in advance, flipped on by Sam Caniff, and then more setting up in front. Finally, they've scored. On the puck movement in front, I think this is going to be Sam Caniff. Not 100% sure if it's Caniff or Nicolosi. Might have been Nicolosi. Look at the call here.
Dartmouth goal scored by number 2, Sam Caniff.
It is Sam Caniff's goal.
Assisted by number 5, Angelo Nicolosi.
And Nicolosi gets the assist.
33 seconds into the third period.
This is going to be icing. See if I can get a little bit better of a pickup. On what happened there. As for the first time in this game, Dartmouth has the 2-1 lead. Comes out in front of the Bourne net. And this man's going to be able to escape out the center. It's Mac Glennon. And now into the Dartmouth zone. Not out, hammered by Glennon off the glass. And it's going to be McGuire. He's going to melt this one down. This goal has come very early. In this third period. Face-off win for Dartmouth. Played along near side. This is disrupted by Karsten Becker, who's able to get it out. Blow this play dead, I think, for this. I think we have a penalty coming up here. Maybe not. We do, actually. This is going to be on Josh Nelson on a boarding call. First power play of the game. Is going to go to Bourne. Take a look at that Dartmouth goal from a little bit ago. I'll have to put that on hold. Bourne goes on what is the first penalty that's been called this entire game. And this is offside. And neutral zone draw coming up here. This is Nicolosi for Dartmouth. Watch out for him. Offers it in front, hoping for a tip that didn't quite go for Peyton Allen. Dartmouth can't clear. Ariagno for Bourne from the far half wall, gets it down low. And he's going to receive this puck again. He's going to wrist. Actually goes to the man on the goal line, and now Becker, and the shot that comes in from the point, knocked down in front, loose. They blow the whistle. Where's the puck? It's behind the net. But the net's off, and that's why we have the whistle, I believe. Shot comes in and deflects down low. That shot that came in from Karsten Becker. And ready for it was J.P. Kenny. Face-off win for Dartmouth. They've been so good at those in this game versus Bourne. Off the far side boards and out of play. Great setup for Caniff. And then it was the rebound that Caniff was able to get in McGuire in that sequence before Caniff scored there. Now a good save is made by Kenny. Bourne coming close on this power play that's ongoing. Still a half minute on it. All of a sudden now the Dartmouth goaltender Kenny starts to make some saves in this third period. This is Owen Lapworth, gets to the blue line. And then it's going to be clear by Dartmouth's Luke Sylvia. And the power play is down to 10 seconds. Played out of his own zone by Connor McGuire. Now this is grabbed, and here comes a backhander move to get in front. Right on goal there, Peyton Allen denied by Kyle McGuire. We're back to even strength. And as we get to that point, it's another save for Kyle McGuire. Comes the wrister and deflected in front, not on goal. And trying to center here, it's still loose. McGuire tried to close it down. Another shot comes in from Nicolosi. Save was made McGuire. Now the puck's going to come in on the board goaltender. He's going to melt it down. Ten minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Another face-off win for Dartmouth. Unbelievable their dominance on the face-offs here in this one. Good cycling here for Dartmouth. Finally, they're disrupting a little bit. Here's Owen Surrett. And out of the zone. And down into the Dartmouth end, where it's picked up by Sam Caniff, the goal scorer. And now on for the near side to carry on by Kyle Charbonneau. Charbonneau's going to be able to get it back towards Sam Caniff. Actually, it's going to go beyond him. And this man now muscling his way through the slot before finally getting busted up by a few Bourne jerseys there was Damian Medeiros. Medeiros got it back, and he's going to wrist it off the end boards. 9:10 to go at the time of the tone in this third period. Shot came in from the line, knocked down in front. Bourne once again clogs the slot area. This looks like a power play for Dartmouth. It's not. Here's Sam Caniff, shots blocked. And it's out from Connor McGuire. I feel like this is the kind of game that really embodies the season Bourne High School has had. Now this pass is onside, and the man going right to the net, and McGuire says no to Damian Medeiros from the pass from JC Freights. Skied out by Andrew Ariagno. Loose puck in neutral. And a Dartmouth player gets hit and goes into his own boards, and he's upright. And this is going to be a penalty on Bourne. That's the first penalty of the game for Bourne High School. First penalty of the game for Bourne High School. This penalized player was number 12. Where's number 12 on my roster? Missing? Let's find out who that is. We'll find out in a moment. Cooper Dover. I don't think I have that one on my roster. Cooper Dover, I think, was the name. All right, so Dartmouth here with 8 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the third has a chance to give themselves a little bit of breathing room if they can cash in on this one. They win this face-off. Surprise, shot from the right circle, misses from Reed Martin. Up top again, another blast from McGuire, the save. On the shot from Sam Caniff, and it's a shooting gallery now. And Angelo Nicolosi's shot misses. Brister from the right point misses. As was deflected a little bit in front, Nicolosi passed in front, shot. And it was Owen Lapworth getting into that wrist shot from Reed Martin. Bourne High School is playing this game tough. They are getting great goaltending, and they've got active sticks. They're playing sound defense. I don't think you could really ask for much more from this Bourne team at this point. Glove save, McGuire from Nick Howarth. This was not a clean face-off win for Dartmouth. Eventually, they will get control. Owen Lapworth from the far side. He'll pass. And it's going to go all the way down to the Dartmouth zone, controlled by the Indians, number 11, Medeiros. And cross-ice pass is going to go back to Medeiros, who's got a little bit of an advantage on the wing, but he's going to take it around and now to the near half wall. Still with it at the point, passes to his fellow point man, who's going to give it on to the far half wall. And it's eventually back for Medeiros, where this all started. More puck movement between these three players. Medeiros is the man with the puck on his stick. He shoots, and it goes wide. There's plenty of jostling now happening in front of the Bourne net. Pass to the right circle, shot fanned on, regotten by Howarth. Medeiros near circle, shoots, and that one just kisses the post. And Bourne's gonna get the clear from Alex Duval. What an effort, and the Bourne fans salute their team, as they should. What a penalty kill effort that was. And we are back to even strength. No icing here on Dartmouth. They're up 2-1. More pressure from the Indians. This one whistles wide of McGuire. And now down into the Dartmouth zone. It'll be grabbed by Luke Sylvia. Sylvia will play it far side. And this is a hard pass launched to the stick of Reed Martin. Martin, oh, that redirects. Oh, McGuire makes a toast save with Peyton Allen coming in. That wasn't supposed to go that way, but it did go exactly according to plan, as far as a good chance was concerned for Dartmouth. They got a good one out of that, and a reactionary save from McGuire. played out in front. McGuire says no again on Peyton Allen. Nicolosi's shot, that's blocked. 5 minutes and change left here in the third. Kyle McGuire is making this still a realm of possibility for Bourne High School to get a point out of this game. And this is icing now on the Canalman. Wow, what an effort from Kyle McGuire in this game. What a great toe save that was. Maybe that one was his best.
Attention fans, following the end of this Montagino's pregame skate, families will be able to greet their star players on the main concourse behind section 105, where both teams will be exiting from the locker room area.
Face-off win for Dartmouth. I don't know if you're getting tired of me saying that. And a Bourne player goes down. This is going to be a penalty in Dartmouth. Alex Duvall is down. He's getting back up, though, and this is trouble for Dartmouth. While they're, I'm going to wait. That seems like something I want to avoid doing. Let me tell you, this penalized player is Joey Pacheco, and they're giving him 5 minutes. Bourne closes out the regulation with a chance and a half. Oh, and this is unfortunate for Alex Duvall, as he was in the process of getting up, but he might need more attention now. He was, it looked like, in the process of getting up. And, you know, head coach Frank Carpenito talking over things with his Bourne Canalman team. Certainly, I'm sure it's right now mostly talking about going over game strategy, but also probably a little bit of, hey guys, let's get this one. Let's have a new reason. Try and really make that extra push to get this game tied. Duvall is, I can see he's leaning on his, looks just like this one elbow. It's obviously better than as he's now getting up. And he's on his skates. He's got 3 people attending to him right now. And let's see what happens if we see Alex Duvall come back in this game. I don't know. Very slow to be led off to the bench. Now Bourne, they've got to try and channel this into a purpose. Yeah, 5-minute power play with 4:43 remaining in the third period. I think maybe now might be the time to tell you now that we're in the clear. Thank you, our sponsor for this game, Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor with 3 convenient locations in Falmouth, Mashpee, and Hyannis. Check out exclusive warranty options up to the life of the installation. To cover any possible soils or stains, Carpet Barn Carpet One offers a healthier living flooring installation system, first antimicrobial flooring installation system to keep allergens, dust, mildew, and mold away. McGuire on Nicolosi makes another one. Now another chance, and that one just skipped wide from Allen. Dartmouth's going to get the clear here. 4 minutes. Change remaining here in the third. Taken away. Oh no. Turnover. McGuire saves his defenseman's bacon. Karsten Becker lost it. Peyton Allen said, look what I have. But then that's the same thing that McGuire said. Here is Matt Glennon. He'll pass, and then it was to the stick of Connor McGuire before it was cleared down by the Dartmouth player. And McGuire, the goaltender for Bourne, will nudge it ahead before it's taken by the skater who's going to park behind the net here, and then leave it, and that's passed along by Owen Lapworth out to center. Andrew Ariagno trying to step on near side, gets some support from Glennon, going behind the net, and then cleared along by Dartmouth out from the near side, and Dartmouth's going to change personnel here. My name is Jim McCabe. This is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Bourne versus Dartmouth from the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. 2-1. Dartmouth leads on the goal from Sam Caniff. Offside for Bourne. .251 remaining in the third period. Lapworth afforded a little bit of space. He'll give it back. And Karsten Becker played it out. Matt Glennon poked to the head, but the first one on this in his own zone is going to be Luke Sylvia. Sylvia, though, has pressure from Glennon, and Sylvia crunches him into the corner boards, and Glennon goes down slow, and that was a number on the numbers check. Face first into the corner boards there went Glennon. He was a little slow to peel off that. 2 minutes and change remaining in the third. Becker plays it down into the Dartmouth zone. Under 2 now to go in the third. Whistle and a stoppage. I think regardless of what happens in this game, Bourne High School's got to love how they have played in this one versus a very tough Dartmouth team this season. But they still have the chance. Well, now Bourne's gotten a penalty here. Bourne has been assessed a penalty. Owen Lapworth is headed off, and we're going to finish things now 4-on-4. And these teams are taking what amounts to a timeout. I don't know if one of them actually called one. The officials are discussing things. I know we've been experimenting with overtime this season, but I'm going to say I don't think we're going to get that in this one if this game gets tied. Oh, and Lapworth gets 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Not sure what that was about. However, because Bourne was on the power play, now this penalty won't put them in a shorthanded situation. It's just going to make it a bit more difficult with now the 4-on-4. They'll get the extra skater out, and they'll still have a one-man advantage if that's what they decide to do. Eventually the music will hopefully turn off here as we play down to the dramatic moments of this third period. Maybe not. Whistle on the stoppage with 1:27 remaining in the period. Four-on-four continues. McGuire still in his net. So we played along by Connor McGuire. Far side pressure from Dartmouth. Dashed away by Karsten Becker. Becker can't drag it out. Here's the player that's going to try and cut out in front there. Peyton Allen, no. Dartmouth keeps it in. Angelo Nicolosi. Nicolosi hits the post. 55 seconds at the time of the tone remaining in the third. McGuire wanted to go for the extra skater, but he couldn't. Dartmouth keeps this in, and valuable seconds ticking off the clock. Karsten Becker around to the far side, and immediately met with pressure. There was Glennon. And Dartmouth's gonna pick this up, and they're gonna try and rag some time. Down to a half minute. That's all Bourne's got now. Becker dealing with pressure again. Now Glennon is gonna try and run out with it. He can't. And McGuire has to melt this one down. This is not how Bourne was hoping this would conclude. Still time, 16.2 seconds left, but not that much. They gotta hope that this is gonna be the one face-off they can win, and it's a good effort there, but ultimately it's gonna be controlled, and a wraparound play by J.C. Freites wouldn't go. This is it for Bourne, 10 seconds left, push ahead, McGuire goes to the bench. Now further advancement, is the man gonna be able to cut right in front? And the save is made by Freites, and the buzzer sounds, it's over. Connor McGuire had the last chance for Bourne. Was able to somehow get on through there when it all looked like Dartmouth was gonna keep it on the offensive half of the ice. The escape on through the near side by Connor McGuire was able to get out in front, and then one final shot missed. And this game is over. Dartmouth wins by a final score of 2-1. The final shots on goal were 41-10. Dartmouth. Bourne scored on the first shot of the game, and that was the only one they got. But Kyle McGuire, exemplary goaltending in this one. And Bourne High School, and they've been dealing with a short roster and injuries this season, but I tell you what, this team has really played, I think, well. And I think let's look back for them to make the MIAA in the not too distant future. A new year always gives you the opportunity to retool, and we'll see what this team might have for us, but does not look like it's in the realm of possibility this season. So this will likely be the last Bourne High School game for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week this season. Congratulations to the seniors Mike Benito, Connor McGuire, Morgan Hopwood, Andrew Ariagno, Karsten Becker, Kyle McGuire, and Cam Sassone. They'll be moving on to the next phases of their lives, and certainly good luck to them. And good luck to Dartmouth as they look ready to go for a run at the MIAA. This team certainly put a lot of offensive talent on display here in this one today. Got plenty of shots on net. I think that's going to do it here from the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. One more time, the final score, 2-1 Dartmouth over Bourne for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. My name is Jim McCabe saying so long for now. Thanks for being with us.